Humans of the cardboard, we are back with finally some news. It's been a minute since we've actually got like anything of actual like new stuff. I feel like it's been at least a week here. We get the final set list for Premium Pack 2024 tonight. We already had the first 10 cards revealed. There was like the toy cards, the random fiend like Jack Atlas kind of support card, and then those Sky Striker cards as well. Was the first half, and now we get the rest revealed. Now, I think it's important to note, we don't have, like, official translations here yet, and I'm questioning if that's going to come tonight or if it's we're going to have to wait on those, because if you can tell, these pictures that they did for the reveal are not super high definition, so I wonder if, because the pictures aren't great quality, if they're not able to actually get a good picture of them to actually translate them to English. So we may be waiting just a minute to get those translated, but we can still take a look at what these cards did do, because this is like a manga base pack. It takes cards specifically from the manga and brings them over to get them printed. So the ones highlighted in blue here, these ones are your new cards. The other ones are ones we already knew about. So the first one is Electro Gunner. We can go ahead and take a look at a better picture here. Electro Gunner, this guy, he looks just like Sergeant Electro, and I believe that's kind of where he comes from in the manga. No idea on his effect. There's nothing listed here on Wikipedia, so don't know anything about him. We just know he's a fire machine level 4 with decent stats. Done. All right. Next up, you've got this little guy. This is Division. This guy, I think he's a fire machine as well. He might be from the same situation, but he can split into 2 level 1 machine tokens. So my guess is that he could just do straight up that, right? Like he could just have an effect where he's like, tribute this card to summon 2 machine tokens. Cool. It's one card that gives you 2 bodies. Nothing crazy, but like there could be some kind of machine deck that kind of like funnels into him. He's a level 2. He could be summoned off of, or he could be summoned out off of, you know, some sprite stuff. I don't know. Nothing too crazy though. And then the last one here from this first picture is this card. It's like an oil stack. What's it called? It's just called oil. It allows you to add a fire monster from your graveyard back to the hand. That's not a terrible card. I don't know if it'd be good enough to see play, but you know, 2023, man, the year of fire. So we already got our Rhoda. We got the volcanic card that's just a foolish burial for pyros. Now we even have a monster reincarnation for pyros. Like, honestly, really funny. But you kind of have every kind of spell that you could ever want for pyros to get access to them. So that's cool. Fire. This one's fire generically, which is even better than just pyro, but cool. All right, that's it for the first picture. We move to the next one, where most of these are new cards. I think these are the white aura cards that already got revealed for something else. Can't remember what they already got revealed from. Oh no, they just already got revealed for this pack, right? Okay. And then these 6 are new. Let's see. The first one is Synchro Creed, that spell card with the Naturias on the cover. I love this, our old artwork, by the way. It says if when there are 3 or more synchro monsters on the field, draw 2 cards from your deck. I doubt it will require us to have 3 separate synchros, but we'll see. Maybe it'll only require us to have 1 synchro to draw a card, or draw 2 cards. That actually could be a little more interesting if we ever have an archetype that just so easily gets you a synchro, no matter what. That becomes interesting. Gathering Light, a new continuous spell. You know, it basically... this is going to be a weird one, but you can exclude 1 monster from your field and place 1 dual dragon from your graveyard under this card to destroy 1 card on your opponent's field. Boost the attack of dual dragons on your field by the number of dual dragons under this card times 400, and you can negate 1 of your opponent's attacks. So, wild text here. I have no idea, like, the exact way we're going to, you know, this is exactly going to translate, but looks like it negates an attack. Looks like it gives you the ability to pop a card. I don't know what Dual Dragon is. I don't know if that's a card that already exists or not. It may just be Dragon generically. We'll see. But lets you pop a card. I don't know. Lets you boost some dragons. Weird dragon support card. It's this one here. Next up is a new trap called Earthbound Resonance. This is an Earthbound card. I don't know if this might actually be searchable in the Earthbound deck. I'm not sure. But when 1 synchro monster has been destroyed, both players take half the amount of its attack damage. That's terrible. That's a terrible card. Not worried about it. And then you have these guys, Electrode Beast. I already gave these guys a quick read. These guys are actually kind of interesting. So this is Electrode Beast Cation. I love their designs, by the way. They're very fun. When this card is successfully summoned, you can special summon an Electrode Beast Anion from your deck. The next one is Electrode Beast Anion, and this card says when this card and Cation leave the field at the same time, draw one card. So basically what you have here is like some sort of like link engine where you get to go normal summon Cation, summon Anion, and then if you link them off. Now this is a when effect, so I think this misses timing for link summons and inherent summons, but correct me if I'm wrong, but if it doesn't, the idea would be if it has like fixed text to make sense, you would go normal summon Cation, special summon Anion. Actually, they're level 2s as well, and this is just on summon. So even in like maybe as a new engine in Sprite, summon this guy. Then you make a link to Sprite Sprint. Cool. Not only do you get Sprite Sprint, but not only can you chain block that, but you're also drawing a card. So it's a 1-card link 2 or rank 2. If you make the rank 2, you won't draw, but if you make the link 2, you draw. So decent. Maybe they do some sort of small text to make Anion just a little bit less of a brick in that, like, maybe Cation can summon it from hand or deck, because it only summons from deck. That makes it seem like this is a card you do not want to draw ever. It seems really bad, but, you know, we'll see. But I guess that's why he's the sad one. All right, keep going there. And the last one here is the spell. This is Sacrifice Level Up. This is target an Exceed monster you control with 2 or more materials. Banish 2 materials attached to it to special summon an Exceed monster from your extract that is 1 rank higher than the targeted monster. That's interesting. It's not specified here whether or not you use the Exceed you detached from to summon, or if you just summon next to it. But that's definitely interesting. There's always cards like Cyber Dragon Infinity that this could just pull out, because I believe, is he a 5? He actually might be a 6. Now that I think about it, not a 5. He might be a 5 though. Can't remember. But whatever, like anything. I mean, there's some generic 5s and maybe 9s, because 8s are much more easy to summon, right? So I don't know. This is not a terrible card. Plus, it's called Sacrifice Level Up. If it happens to have like rank up in the text, then that becomes searchable. So we'll see if there's any adjustment to the translation there. But this one is actually a pretty interesting card as well. Or could be, depending on how they make it. And the last one is just this trap here. We already know these. We just got to see what the Dragon Balls do. This is Synchro Panic. When a Synchro monster has been destroyed, special summon its materials to the back from grave in attack position. This turn, the summoned monsters cannot be destroyed, and until the 3rd turn after this card is activated, neither player can Synchro Summon. Whoa! And at the end of the 3rd turn after this card is activated, it's destroyed. So this probably like could have been a much more interesting card when synchros were like the format, right, for Edison. Is Edison what I'm thinking of? No, not Edison format. Geez, I'm just blanking. But the formats were like, nobody really did Fusion, and Exceed and Beyond didn't even exist yet. People were only really synchro summoning if they were going into the extra deck at all. This card could have been cool for that, but like right now, I mean, I don't know. It's just worse D-barrier, I guess. But I don't know. It's funny. I don't expect this to be very good unless they change anything significantly. But listen, that's the thing I need to include here, is that they could have changed any of these cards to be different than what they read here, because this is just what they actually were in the manga. They'll probably try and keep some sort of similarity there to still hold somewhat true to the manga, but they have to adjust some things, make some things hard ones per turns, make some cards actually a little bit better, because what they did in the manga was a little simpler of a game, so it didn't need to be as broken, so they can kind of spruce it up a little bit. So that's important to keep in mind, that there's definitely going to be some adjustments here. Like this is 3 or more synchro monsters on the field. This may just be 1 synchro monster on field, and I think this would be like fine enough. But we'll obviously have to wait and see. So very cool. Like I said, I'm going to keep an eye out for official translations. If any of these cards like significantly change than with the stuff we've already gone over here, or something like the Electro Gunner, like who didn't even have any text whatsoever, I'll keep an eye out for him and just keep you up to date on any of those changes that might have come through. But cool stuff. Hopefully there's some, I mean, honestly, the creation pack has some interesting cards. The Strikers, the Toy Engine, which I'm very curious to see if like anything comes out of that Toy Engine in terms of like, does it pop up on the OCG metagame a little bit? I don't know. Could be something cool. But yeah, very cool. Interesting set for sure. And very exciting. And then hopefully we have more reveals coming up next week as well. We might still be a week away before we actually get into more not Phantom Nightmare, Legacy of Destruction reveals. But I'll keep you posted on that as well as it comes. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll keep you guys posted with anything there. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff from me down the line, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.